Hello and welcome back to another update on the Ukraine war. Starting out in the northeastern part of the Kharkiv region, we see that the Ukrainians are launching a counterattack in the direction of Vilshana, where they are trying to gain control over the lost territory the past couple of days, where the Russians have extended the gray zone of the front line. Further south in the direction of Chernopopivka, the Ukrainians are continuing their attack on Chernopopivka, where they're trying to cut off the road between Kreminna and Svatove, and they're also attempting to gain control over this northern area of Kreminna to launch a larger offensive and encircle Kreminna. Further south, in the direction of Dubrova, the Russians have started a counterattack in the direction of Torske. However, they were stopped by Ukrainian minefields as the Ukrainians have prepared dug-in positions to ambush the Russian forces. Further south, in the area of Bilohorivka, the Russians are attempting to continue their raids against the village and capture it from Ukrainian control. Further south in the area of Yakovlivka, the Russians are continuing their attacks in the three directions towards Rostovlivka, Vesele, and Soledar, where the Ukrainians have actually started a counterattack in the Soledar direction to attack Yakovlivka and prevent the Russian attacks to the north and the east. Further south, the fighting is ongoing in Bakhmut and Bithorotne as the Russians are attempting to gain control over these two villages. And in the Bakhmut city itself, the Ukrainians have launched a counterattack in the residential area to completely recapture it. And so far, there's been no updates on how successful they were, but the fighting is ongoing. Further south in the Opytne area, the Ukrainians launched a counteroffensive the past couple of days, of which the Russians feigned a retreat and have since then pushed back and are now retaking all the lost territory. And the scenes from the battlefield are very tough. I will not show them as I do not want to get demonetized. Further south in the area of Klishivka, the Russian forces are continuing their attacks towards the village. However, they have already announced that they do not believe that they will be able to take it, so most likely this is just to spread out the forces in Bakhmut as they are trying to capture Opytne. Further south, they are still attacking in the direction of Bilohora and Dulivka. However, they are just creating a buffer zone between Kurdyumivka, Selenopilya, and Oserianivka, with the Ukrainian positions to the west. In the Donetsk region itself, they are continuing their attacks in the direction of Alexandropol and Kamyanka, as they are trying to gain control over the highway that leads from Donetsk to Konstantinivka. Further south, in the Donetsk front itself, the Russian forces are continuing their attacks in the direction of Vodian, Pervomaitske, and Nevelske as they try to gain control over these areas and create a buffer zone between Donetsk and Ukrainian positions. Finally, in the south, the fighting is ongoing in the direction of Marinka, as well as Novomikhailivka, as the Russians are attempting to gain control over these areas as they have been trying the past couple of weeks. That's it for this update. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.